Hi guys, my name is Vidiks. Welcome back to episode 19 of my walkthrough for Deus Ex Mankind Divided. So in the previous episode, we ended up here in the sewers after completing the quest The Cult of Personality by installing the signal scramblers to stop the emitters that Richard had installed. That way, we released everybody from his control and solved the quest altogether. So now that we have all the secondary missions completed, we can finally go for the main story mission and travel to Ruzicka Station. If you noticed, the two women who were here have gone away. If you paid attention to their conversation, the reason they were here was because they were worried with a friend that was in Richard's Cult of Personality. So, since we finished that quest, they have no more reasons to be in here. Going back up, we need to go to the metro station to get a ride to Ruzicka Station. But before doing so, and taking advantage of the fact that we have now 11 vials of neuropazine, we are going to this merchant to buy all the info he has to sell.
Welcome back. Sophisticated choice. Is that all the info you need? Excellent choice. I'm finished for the day. You've taken everything I had.
Now, let's check the pocket secretary to see what we bought. And the first one is a police report of possible shots fired in Praha, Building 37, near the chicken foot. Current assessment, no officers available, will investigate. That opens a point of interest in the journal, shots fired.
Moving from current position.
The second information we bought
Think it's gone, whatever it was.
is another pocket secretary should take the tools down to clear out that area under the tracks ready for repairs next week. Could use the access across from the Zelen building with 9002. Don't forget, blah, terminated. And that opens another point of interest. Every little helps. Finally, the last information we bought will give us the access code to the toy factory, the place where we found Milena that belonged to Drahomir's family, the fake cop. As you know, that place is in this alleyway.
Sorry, I cannot help.
At the bottom. And checking the map, we can see both points of interest. One of them is right here, next to the place where Drahomir had his checkpoint, and the other one is right here. So the first point of interest, shots fired,
There's just never enough time.
is straight ahead. In this case, we'll have to go up as you know, we've been there before while doing the quest
A nice warm trench coat.
dealing with Drahomir. And I showed you that you could use this way to find a passage to the other side by going through this vent. But the apartment itself is where the point of interest is. We already hacked the computer, picked up a biocell in there, read this ebook. We even picked up a triangle code on top of this furniture, of this cabinet. Seems like we forgot to search the drawer itself. And we can also see a blood poodle, which means that probably it was right there that the shots were fired. Since it is a point of interest, all you have to do to complete it is go to the specified location. Since we already did that, the point of interest is already completed. The other one, every little helps. We already saw that it is in this alleyway. Right there. So let's take a peek and solve that one too. Now, we've been here before, didn't do anything because we were really low level at the time, but at this point, if you have already upgraded your strength in your arms to break this vent, you can find an easy way into the room through that door. But if you haven't, you can also pick up these crates and throw them to the electrified area. To give you a place to stand on. After you turn off the breaker, if you took any damage, just recover it, and then you can use the code we just bought from the merchant and enter the room to pick up all the loot we can find in here, in all these cabinets. You also have the newspaper in here. We already read it. And we have this other door that will take you to the breakable vent that we saw on the other end. And also a few more closets, a few more lockers, where you can pick up a few items. And this vent that will take you to a place where we have already been. There's nothing in here. Even that door with the disabled keypad is a trap, so the breaker won't turn the keypad on, will just electrify the floor of the room. The keypad will still be turned off, so let's leave it all off and go back. Or alternatively, you can simply jump over these boxes to get up here and exit through the window. Now that is done, we have the 2 points of interest also resolved.
How much longer is it going to be?
So we can finally go back to the metro station and move on to Jurisditction station.
Everyone clear this area.
Nice time for a walk.
What did you say the interest rate was?
Na przykład biobaterie, a istne nástroje, či ďalší autorské. Pomohli během namátkových kontrol zabaveny. Děkujeme za spolupráci.
But before that, let's
Wonderful.
let's just proceed
Wonderful.
and go right away to Jurisditction station. We can explore a little more after.
Santo and augmented people just like you are creating the future.
And finally, from here,
You looking at something?
Státní policie je povinná
we just have
svou vlastní bezpečnost dbejte jejich pokynů.
to move on to Jurisditction station.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there. Something big. Something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
Ha! I possibly can, man. I possibly can. So, let's get a little more info on the crime scene and the scan that he wants.
So what am I looking at in there?
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere and plenty of cops too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan, if they don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know. Several. They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least one guy in an exosuit. And my guess is they'll shoot first and bury the bodies later.
What do you think is on this scan?
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site.
And?
And if I had one more minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. But the fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more. I'm sure it's important.
Okay.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
Right. Okay. So, we're finally at Ruzicka Station. The place where the terrorist attack took place.
We might as well head back. There's no getting
And
through that.
Smiley was thrown out from the crime scene.
The police have the whole locked down.
Local police doesn't want him
Around?
investigating.
One of them.
This area is restricted to civilians.
I'm with Task Force 29. I thought maybe I could take a look around.
You thought wrong. This is a local investigation. You task force guys can go swing your dick someplace else.
That's fine, forget it.
Done. Bye.
Not very friendly, but that's the place where we need to go.
No Kansas allowed.
We need to go up those stairs to the top floor. As you can see here in the map, we need to get to the upper floor into this corner to find the DSD that Smiley requires.
Captain had to have him physically removed.
What did they do?
Now,
Come out screaming?
Captain had
since we want to do this in a pacifist and stealth way, let's first of all turn back and go all the way to the other side to find the usual door inside the subway stations. Let's hack the keypad.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
And inside we are gonna turn off this breaker, because that will allow us to go over and into this little space, and we'll also turn off the electricity that would prevent passage through this vent. But before going through the vent, let's pick up these items. So we have the door code for the ticket booth in Capek Fountain Station. And up here we can find this vent that will take us up. but as you can see, the path is full of poisonous gas. So I guess it's time, since we have 4 praxis points, to upgrade the implanted rebreather and with the other 2 points I'm simply going to use one here to increase the hacking level and save the last one for later. Now, with our new rebreather, we can easily survive this gas as long as we have energy. We can now pick up this pocket secretary with another code 0808, and we can go back all the way down finally to get into this vent, the first one I showed you. That will get us back into the station in the false ceiling. And from up here, let's pick up this pocket secretary. Go back to the same place, and now all the way to the other side of the station, to the side we need to go, where the cops are. And from here we'll be able to find this vent that we are going to use in order to get in. Be careful with the police officer outside this door. Don't forget that the door has a glass window. Search this place and pick up the hacking software. Check the computer, read the emails. And after you check all the loot, don't forget to check the locker Z either. And now let's go to the security computer to hack it.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
And inside, let's turn off the camera and the alarm panels. Don't forget to pick up these crafting parts. And now open the door. Make sure you are not seen. There are 2 cops in there. Only one of them will go back and forth. Make sure you move when he's going away. And now just wait for him to come back out and knock him out.
Tohle násilí je katastrofa.
Pick up the pocket secretary. It's got the entrance code for the security room at Ruzicka Station. Inside the server room, pick up the items you can find in there. Again, the same code. And you can also, to minimize the chance of getting detected, knock out this guy. And now we can go to the other side and enter the vent right in front the door we came out. And this vent will get us inside the ticket booth of Ruzicka Station. So be careful not to be seen by the cop who's standing out there. Turn off the windows. Before you do anything else. And then you can pick up these items, sellable items, and credit chip, and deck the computer.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
To read these emails, this door will get you back into legal area. Just to show you where you are, so here is the entrance with the cop we talked to earlier. We came from up there through the vent. And got into here using that vent that, just to show you, I'm gonna go back in and open the door through the other side. So with all this explored, with this side completely explored, and the backhand of the station also explored, all we need now is to go in and up, and for that, to get in stealth, we are gonna enter this door to the left, where the bathrooms should be. Just like in every other station. And we are gonna hack this keypad to this storage facility.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Inside, there is nothing special. No items to pick up. But you do have the Ruzicka Station security card. We don't need it. We already explored that side. The keycard we just found would be used in here. But in this storage container, in this storage area, we can also find behind this crate a vent. And using this vent, we will be able to pass the guards that are at the entrance and in the first floor, because this passage will get us halfway through the stairways to go to the upper floor.
What do we need with that kind of firepower? Is an army of ARC fanatics coming to scrub evidence? Everyone already knows they're responsible. Something else is going on.
Just keep it down. You don't question SIS, or maybe then you disappear. They do what they want. We just have to keep this site closed.
Fucking secret squirrels. At least they were good for a laugh. You see that task force lab coat run out of here with his tail tucked? Probably left a trail of urine behind him.
You've got problems, Franca. Get back on patrol.
Okay, so I have no reason to come to this side, but I just want to show you exactly where we are to help you make sense of this location.
Clear.
So we already explored the security wing of Ruzicka Station. We came through here where the bathroom is, and from this storage area we came through the vent and got into here midway through the stairs. And all we have to do is go up this second pair of stairs to get to the upper floor.
We will find evidence.
As you can see, down below is the cop guarding the entrance, the one we talked to.
If this was only the first attack, I might be able to accept it.
We need more lights.
Why would he let this happen?
So now all we have to do is go up.
Fucking tragedy.
Not believe dogs.
As soon as you recover enough energy and she turns, we can use invisibility again and go through the door.
No, they've already done the preliminary structural analysis. We're fine here. No worries about that. Anything else? Okay, good. Back to your posts. Everyone on sharp lookout and stay out of the way. The techs have a tough enough job.
Fucking guarding a blown train station.
So we have a cop in an exosuit and lots of others guarding the place. We need to go to this right wing, somewhere in that direction.
Watch for any clanks that decide to come back and see their handiwork.
But for starters, let's pick up this weapon briefcase. If you wish, you can explore this area down here, always in cover, going through there to check that room in the corner, but there's nothing special in there. Some loot, sure, but nothing terribly important. So instead, we are gonna go back and we are gonna move this drink machine to get to this vent, and through this vent, breaking this passage, you can quickly get to the upper floor. At the end of this vent, you also have another room to the right. If you wish, you can exit through here and go to the other end of the room to pass to the room beside it, which is where we need to go. Or, like I said, you can simply jump up here. If you're not doing a pacifist playthrough, you can now use this breaker to electrify the exosuit cop. This breaker will electrify the floor in the area where he is. But, of course, that will kill him. And since I'm doing a pacifist playthrough, I'm not going to do it. I am, however, going to turn invisible and fall in here, and then in here to take cover in this board. We're gonna wait until he turns around and moves away, all the while recharging energy. And when he does, we'll go invisible and jump to the other side of the barrier. If you don't have enough energy, make sure you use some. And in here, you're home free. Just be careful they don't see you through the door. Pay attention to your minimap to make sure of that. And in this table, you will be able to find the DSD.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
So now, all we have to do is go back out without being noticed. Let's wait for a little bit until our energy recharges. and then we'll go out exactly the same way we came in.
We are wasting time.
Just take cover in the same place.
A fucking catastrophe.
Again, we'll have to wait for the energy to recharge, or if you don't want to wait, you can always use a biocell.
All we need is one little thing pointing to Ark.
And now, let's enter through here. We'll find ourselves in the room we saw earlier through the vent. Vent that we can use to get back out.
Ark is getting away. We are wasting time.
And now, all we have to do is go back out.
A fucking catastrophe.
Remember that you have a cop in here patrolling the area, so don't just run down. Instead, wait for her to come, and when she finally moves to the other way, you can follow her without having to spend energy.
The lab coats better find something we can use.
And use the vent to go back out unnoticed, ghost-like, smooth operator. Haha. Okay, so we are back out. They're none the wiser. We have what we needed. So all we have to do is go back to Smiley in Task Force 29. Let's end episode 19 right here, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it the thumbs up. Subscribe for more episodes in this series. And from my part, once again, thanks for watching and see you soon.